It's hard to say.
Yeah.
You know, the gaming industry can be pretty resistant to change.
It can, yeah.
But, you know, Goat Tapper is making it harder to ignore.
Right.
They're proving that this community-driven, player-centric approach can work.
And it can make money.
And the potential profits, you know, those are hard to ignore.
Hard to ignore, yeah.
It makes you wonder what the gaming landscape will look like in a few years.
Yeah. Will we see more games doing this?
Yeah.
Will play to earn be like the new normal?
It's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
And we don't have a crystal ball.
We don't.
But one thing is clear.
What's that?
Goat Tapper is a pioneer.
Yeah, they are.
They're pushing boundaries,
Yeah.
and they're paving the way
Yeah.
for a new era of gaming.
For sure. Okay, but before we get too carried away,
Right?
predicting the future,
Yeah.
let's zoom in on one specific thing
Okay.
that you mentioned earlier. Interoperability.
Yeah.
You were saying that Goat Tapper, they want their tokens to be usable in other games and other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Explain what that means and why that's such a big deal.
Imagine a world where your Goat Tapper character,
Okay.
with all of their items and skills,
Mm-hmm.
isn't trapped in just one game.
Okay.
What if you could take that character into a completely different game?
Whoa, wait a minute.
Maybe even a different genre.
You're saying my Goat Tapper warrior could be in like a racing game?
That's the vision.
Or a puzzle game?
Yeah.
Like all decked out in my Goat Tapper gear.
Interoperability means breaking down those walls
Wow.
between games,
Wow.
allowing players to move their assets freely between these virtual worlds.
That's huge.
It could fundamentally change gaming.
It's like the ultimate ownership, right?
It is.
You really own it.
It's yours.
And you can take it with you.
You can take it wherever you want.
Wow.
But how would that even work?
Yeah.
Wouldn't all the game developers have to
Yeah.
agree to play nice?
Like nice.
It would definitely require collaboration and some shared standards.
Right.
But the benefits are enormous.
Oh.
For players, it means more freedom, more choice,
Yeah.
greater sense of value
Yeah.
for their possessions.
And for developers, it could open up a lot too.
For developers, it could open up all kinds of possibilities.
Yeah, like cross-game collaborations.
Cross-game collaborations, events.
Yeah, it's like the gaming universe.
It becomes this
It's
massive,
like a giant
interconnected playground.
playground, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's incredibly exciting.
Right.
But also a huge technical challenge.
Yeah, that sounds like a challenge.
You know, Goat Tapper's still early in their exploration of all this.
Wow.
But they're really pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Yeah, very ambitious. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's shift gears just for a second here
Okay.
and talk about something that might be on our listeners' mind.
All right.
Security.
Okay.
This whole crypto world can be a little bit of a Wild West.
Yeah, it can.
And there's always that risk, you know,
Of scams.
of scams, hacks, that kind of thing.
Right. Hacks.
So how does Goat Tapper address those concerns?
That's a crucial question.
Yeah.
And Goat Tapper, to their credit, they've taken security very seriously.
Okay, good.
Remember we talked about how they're built on Binance Smart Chain?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, BSC has a very solid reputation
Okay.
for security and reliability.
Okay, good, good.
Plus,
And all those transactions are on the blockchain, so
exactly, everything is out in the open.
it's very transparent.
It makes it much harder
Yeah.
for fraudulent activity
Yeah.
to go unnoticed.
Okay, good.
And then on top of that,
Sure.
Goat Tapper has implemented these additional security measures,
Okay, like what?
like, you know, rigorous audits of their smart contracts,
Okay.
multi-signature wallets
Right.
to protect the community funds.
So they're going above and beyond
They're going above and beyond
to make sure that
everyone's safe.
things are safe.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's reassuring.
Yeah. Okay, but let's go back to the metaverse
Okay.
for a sec. We talked about, you know, these Goat Tapper characters. They can become avatars in this world.
Right.
But what does that actually look like?
Okay.
Like, can you paint us a picture?
Imagine you step into this bustling
Okay.
virtual marketplace
Okay.
in the metaverse.
Okay.
You see all these other players
Yeah.
represented by their avatars.
Yeah.
They're browsing digital storefronts.
Yeah.
They're trading items. They're making deals.
Right, right.
And among them, you spot someone
Hmm.
who's sporting this rare Goat Tapper item,
Okay.
like a legendary sword or a coveted piece of armor.
It's like a status symbol, right?
It is. It's a badge of honor.
Shows off your Goat Tapper street cred.
Showing off your achievements
Yeah.
from the Goat Tapper world
Yeah, exactly.
in this metaverse.
So it's not just about, like, the functionality of these items.
It's not. It's about social capital, bragging rights.
Right, exactly.
Sense of belonging.
Yeah, cool.
And it extends beyond items, too.
Yeah,
You know, imagine attending a virtual concert in the metaverse.
Right.
You're surrounded by thousands of avatars.
Yeah.
Everybody's grooving to the music.
Yeah.
And you look around and you recognize other Goat Tapper players.
Right.
And you instantly form a connection.
Yeah.
Based on your shared experience.
It's like this instant community.
It's instant community.
Yeah, a network of like-minded people.
Exactly.
Within this giant virtual world.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
It's cool. And it makes you think, like, what other things could be
It's
integrated
experience.
into the metaverse?
Yeah.
Could we see Goat Tapper characters, like, attending virtual conferences,
maybe.
educational workshops?
Yeah.
Maybe even, like, business meetings?
The possibilities are really endless.
In this digital space.
Yeah. As the metaverse evolves, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of creativity.
Yeah. Who knows what's coming?
A lot of innovation.
Yeah.
And developers are going to find new ways to blend gaming, social interaction, and real-world activities.
That's wild.
It's mind-boggling.
Okay, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Right. Let's bring it back.
Because right now, Goat Tapper is focused.
They're focused on building that great gaming experience.
Right.
And laying that foundation.
Yeah.
For that metaverse integration.
They're doing a good job so far.
And they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
They've managed to create this game that's fun, it's rewarding, it's community-driven, and they're pushing boundaries with that blockchain tech.
It's inspiring.
It is. It's really cool.
It makes me excited for the future of gaming.
Yeah, the future is bright.
Yeah. This Goat Tapper thing, it feels like we're watching something big happen right in front of us.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they've got this really solid game.
They do.
This amazing community, and they're working towards this, like, metaverse vision.
It's exciting.
That could change everything. You know?
It's a potent combination.
It is.
They've really managed to, like, tap into something that's special, you know?
Yeah.
They're not just creating a game.
They're not.
They're pioneering a whole new approach to gaming.
I like that, yeah.
It's player-centric.
Yeah.
You know, they empower the players. They value their time, their effort.
And you can feel it.
Yeah,
you know?
You really can.
Like, you can feel that energy.
Yeah.
You know, as we're kind of wrapping up our deep dive here,
okay,
there's one question that keeps coming back to me.
Okay.
It's a big one.
All right.
But I think it really gets at, like, the core of what Goat Tapper is doing.
Lay it on me.
All right, so if this vision of interoperability, this idea that we were talking about, that our Goat Tapper assets, you know, they could move between games, different platforms, the metaverse, if that really happens, what does that even mean for the concept of ownership in the digital world?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really challenges us to think differently about digital assets.
Yeah.
Right now, we treat them like these, you know, temporary things that are tied to a specific game or platform. But what if they became more permanent?
Wow.
More like real-world possessions.
Right.
You know?
Like, imagine your Goat Tapper character
Yeah.
becomes this digital extension of yourself. You're taking it from game to game into the metaverse.
Yeah.
Maybe even into, like, virtual workspaces, you know?
Right.
They become, like,
they represent you.
A representation of, like, my skills, my achievements, my unique identity in this digital world.
Yeah.
And then you start asking yourself these questions, like...
It raises all these questions.
Yeah, like, will digital assets become as important as physical things? Are we going to see virtual economies?
Could we see?
But are just as big.
Just as complex.
And complex as the real world.
As the real world, yeah.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
But also kind of scary, right?
It's a little bit scary.
To think about.
Yeah.
But it feels like we're on the edge of this massive shift.
We're on the verge.
In how we think about the digital world.
Of a major shift.
And Goat Tapper is, like, right out in front.
Yeah, they're leading the charge.
Leading the charge, yeah.
They are, yeah.
So, to our listener out there, I think we both agree.
Yeah.
Goat Tapper is worth checking out.
I think so, yeah.
Download the game.
Yeah, jump in.
Dive into that community. Experience it for yourself, you know?
You might just become a believer.
Yeah, you might just become a believer in this whole play-to-earn thing.
Yeah.
And you might even start to see those metaverse possibilities, you know?
The future is out there.
It is.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, this was a good one.
It was a fun one. And we'll catch you next time.
We'll see you next time.
As we explore another fascinating corner of the world.
Yeah, keep sending in those articles.
Yeah, you guys keep sending us those articles. We love it.
We love it.
All right, we'll see you next time.
See you later.